The city of Portland, Oregon, was a haven for dreamers. The drizzle of rain painted the streets with a glistening sheen, and the air always carried the comforting scent of freshly brewed coffee and old paper. In the heart of downtown, tucked away between a cafe and a music shop, stood a small, cozy bookstore called the Lantern Pages. Its wooden sign creaked when the wind blew, but inside it felt like stepping into another world, rows upon rows of stories, warm light, and the hush of possibility. For Olivia Bennett, 26 years old, the bookstore had become her safe place. She worked as an assistant editor for a local publishing house, spending her weekdays buried in manuscripts and her evenings inside the lantern pages, sipping tea while reading novels. Books had always been her anchor, ever since her teenage years when life felt unpredictable and full of heartbreak. Olivia wasn't looking for love. Not anymore. Once, years ago in high school, she had loved someone so deeply it felt like her whole world. His name was Ethan Miller, her first love, the boy who promised forever but left without saying goodbye. He had vanished after graduation, and though Olivia had tried to move forward, part of her heart had stayed behind with him. Now, life was steady, quiet even. She told herself she didn't need anyone else, until fate proved her wrong. One rainy Saturday afternoon, Olivia pushed open the glass door of the lantern pages. A small bell jingled overhead, announcing her arrival. The shop was quiet except for the soft hum of jazz music playing faintly from a corner speaker. She shook the raindrops from her coat, set down her umbrella, and let out a breath. She was halfway down the fiction aisle when she froze. There, standing by the poetry section, flipping through a worn copy of Robert Frost, was a face she thought she would never see again. Ethan. Her heart skipped. For a moment she thought she must be imagining it, some trick of memory. But no, it was him, older, taller, his dark hair slightly messy, and a quiet strength in the way he stood. His eyes, the same blue she remembered, lifted and landed on her. The world seemed to pause. "Olivia?" His voice was tentative, almost disbelieving. She clutched the book in her hand tighter. "Ethan?" For a long moment, neither moved. The rain tapped against the windows. The jazz played softly. But inside, Olivia felt as though time had rewound 10 years. Finally, Ethan stepped closer. "I can't believe it's really you." They sat at a small round table near the back, steam rising from 2 cups of coffee. Olivia's hands trembled slightly as she wrapped them around her mug. "You look the same," Ethan said quietly, almost in awe. She managed a small smile. "You don't." He chuckled softly, but there was regret in his eyes. "I suppose I deserve that." Silence stretched between them, filled only by the sound of pages turning from another corner of the store. "Why are you here, Ethan?" Olivia finally asked. "Why now?" He exhaled, his jaw tightening. "Because I owe you the truth. I should have explained years ago. I didn't want to leave the way I did, but I had no choice." Olivia's throat tightened. "You vanished. No call, no letter, nothing. Do you know what that did to me?" His eyes darkened. "I know, and I've regretted it every day since." Her chest ached with a storm of emotions, anger, longing, confusion. But above all, there was still that pull, that unshakable bond between them. Over the following days, Ethan returned to the lantern pages. Sometimes he waited for Olivia after work. Sometimes they sat for hours in the bookstore, talking quietly, as though afraid the fragile thread between them would snap. He told her the truth. After graduation, Ethan's father had been caught in serious legal trouble, debts, threats, and dangerous people involved. To protect his family, Ethan had been forced to leave Portland and move across the country with his parents overnight. He wasn't allowed to tell anyone, not even Olivia. I wanted to write to you, he said one evening as they walked through rain-slicked streets. But my father begged me not to. He said it would put you at risk if anyone found out where we were. I was 18 and terrified. I thought I was protecting you by staying silent. Olivia's heart broke a little as she listened. All those years she had believed he didn't care, when in reality he had been carrying a burden far too heavy for someone his age. But you could have come back sooner, she whispered. I tried, I really did, but life kept pulling me further away, and when I finally returned to Portland a few months ago, I didn't know if you'd even want to see me. Despite the explanations, Olivia struggled. The bookstore became their meeting place, filled with hesitant laughter, quiet conversations, and moments where their eyes lingered too long. But Olivia was afraid. Love had once broken her, and though Ethan was here now, could she trust him again? One evening, as then